Michael Murphy and his family worshipped at the now demolished St. Lawrence O'Toole Church. Murphy was an Army veteran with an 8th grade education who served at the Mexican border in 1916 and then in combat in World War I. He was discharged in April 1919 and became a Lawrence police officer after the war. In his early years on the Lawrence Police Department, he was an inspector who was part of the liquor squad during Prohibition. His responsibility was to make sure that the wartime Prohibition law was strictly enforced. This would bring him to some unique situations. Once, when he was part of a raid of a pool room at 10 Common Street and seized about a glass of wine, the accused claimed that it was merely grape juice and admitted that he had sold a half a gallon of the wine for 10 cents. Illegal gaming in Lawrence residences was also a problem. One such location was at a pool room at 204 Chestnut Street. Murphy was armed with a search warrant looking for liquor when a gambling den in the cellar was accidentally discovered. Everyone who was present was fined $5 and the owner was fined $50. By 1922, Murphy and 5 other inspectors were promoted to lieutenant with duties that expanded beyond alcohol. In 1924, for example, he arrested 2 individuals who committed 14 burglaries in Lawrence, Haverhill, Lynn, and Swampscott that totaled about $4,000 or about $70,000 in today's dollars. According to press reports, the 2 men were arrested in a sensational capture that included a frantic chase through city streets. His work as a police officer varied. Once he was called on the scene to investigate an accusation of a wife poisoning her husband. Perhaps the highlight of his time on the police department was when City Marshal Charles R. Voice publicly commended Murphy for arresting 2 men who were caught stealing gas from cars parked at the Boston and Maine Railroad Station parking lot. At the time of the arrest, the suspects were heavily armed. However, today, he is remembered as the cop on the beat in the old theater district on Broadway. He served 35 years on this beat and retired from the Lawrence Police Department in 1962 after 42 years of service.